Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Now, in celebration of Africa Month, Joburg Theatre is presenting and showcasing African talent from all walks of life. This vibrant home of theatre has been in the forefront within the arts industry by creating and curating content during the pandemic and having performances on stage and on the digital platforms, catering for patrons of all ages. We're joined right now by Ntombi Mashaba, Joburg Theatre Marketing Manager, and Steve Dyer, musical artist, for what to expect on this occasion. Good afternoon to you both, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good afternoon.
Ntombi, let me start with you. Talk to us about this upcoming celebration that the Joburg Theatre is going to be putting on to honor the late Mdukuzi.
Most certainly. The production, directed by yours truly, Ntate Steve Dyer, will feature renowned artists, Ntate Vusi Mahlasela, Umama Dosini, who's renowned for playing Istolotolo. And in her generation, I mean, there are far and few between people, artists rather, who can do that. They'll also be supported by Oliver Mdukuzi, who's coming down with a live band, who's also paying tribute to her father. She's making sure that his legacy lives on. And that will also be supported by Amifaku. So it's a variety of music that we can look forward to that caters for all ages. It's taking place at the Joburg Theatre in the last weekend of May, on the 29th to the 30th of May at the Joburg Theatre.
So considering the current pandemic that's going on, how many people will be allowed to attend at the theatre? Will there be an opportunity for someone to actually connect via a video link?
At this point, no, we are not streaming it. However, in terms of seating capacity, we're sitting at 250 tickets, hence we are saying limited tickets only, because we're taking into regard the COVID regulations and protocols. I mean, the safety of our patrons, our staff, and everybody that walks into the building, social distancing, and basically COVID protocols in place. We want to make sure that we do provide the quality performances, world-class performances, but also ensuring that we're within the realm of the regulations. We do pre-screening that we've set up in terms of a QR code that you can fill in that goes directly to our website before you arrive at the venue. By the time you get to the venue, we are simply just taking your temperature, giving you a ticket, and making sure that you enjoy the performance.
And Steve, just coming to you, you directed this whole ensemble. What is it going to be called?
I'm directing it, yes.
Okay, you are directing it.
Yes.
Well, just talk us through the process and what sparked that honoring of Oliver Mdukuzi.
Well, we were talking with Joburg Theatre about honoring Tugu, and they approached me because I have a long-standing relationship with the man. Produced a number of his albums, and we worked together. I knew him when I was based in Zimbabwe in 1980, in the 80s. So we have a long history of playing together and working together. So it's honoring his legacy, you know. It's seldom that in one performer you get the focus, you get the voice, and you get the compositions, and you get the showmanship, and that was Oliver Mdukuzi. So we're going to bring that to the stage on this coming weekend.
Well, I want to actually allow you to give us a bit of a sneak peek of what we can expect. We already heard... Okay, well, actually, we're going to get a bit of a performance from you, but in a moment, not yet. But just talk to us then about just working with Oliver Mdukuzi. What are the things that stood out most for you about his character? What are those funny moments that you guys would have, either backstage or, you know, just after a performance? And what do you miss the most about him?
Well, I think he had a really serious work ethic. You know, often when we played in the Southern African musical supergroup Mahube, he was the first man at the rehearsal, you know. So he was consistent in everything that he did. He recorded over 60 albums during his career. And there's something very distinctive about his voice, you know. Once you listen to Oliver Mdukuzi, you know immediately that's him. Apart from that, his songwriting, it has so much depth, and it's steeped in Shona proverb. So apart from the infectious beats that he gives out, there's also messages behind the music. So I just miss everything about how he was also proud of his roots, proud of Africa, and wanting to take the musical culture of this region throughout the world.
Okay, we'll have to go to the president, and in a moment you're going to give us that sneak peek into what's going to be coming up at the end of this month. Well, President...